Great job, Jonathan. And hi, everyone. Welcome to the 2020 Senior Gala and Awards Ceremony.
While we wish we could be live and in person in Barnum Hall, we are still determined to celebrate our students' achievements and especially honor the 70 seniors who make up the orchestra class of 2020. Throughout the evening, you will be hearing from the seniors as they look back and reflect about their time in the Samohi Orchestra program. For our first video, the students were asked about their favorite orchestra memories.
At the end of the Rick Springfield concert, when me, Scotty, and Gracie got the nerve up to ask Jorge for a photo, Jorge the drummer, the guy with like really, really good hair.
Going to Disneyland last year with Symphony, where I met a new group of friends, so I had a really good time with them. And it also rained that day, which meant that we didn't have to perform. And I was really happy about not having to change.
It's when I was first chair and I shook hands with Miss Swenson at the concert. That was my favorite memory.
My favorite memory through all of orchestra was watching my mom attempt to play da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da. Thanks, Mom. The whip at the winter concert.
When me and some of my friends, we did coda together, and we did it when it was at Samo, and after about 12-ish hours of practicing nonstop on Friday, we got pretty delirious, and so we were all really close, so we got to kind of make faces and talk with each other, or make comments about what was going on, because we were all pretty close, so that was pretty fun.
My favorite orchestra memory is simply being in orchestra, being able to see all of my friends, and playing cool music with them.
I don't necessarily have a favorite orchestra memory, but I will say something memorable was getting sick on tour in Seattle my freshman year with Philharmonic Orchestra.
We had to choreograph like a dance to Hercules, and then Sergio ripped his dress, and then we almost fell off the stage. It was a fun time.
My favorite orchestra memory is when a friend and I lay down in these aisles of one of the theaters we were performing in Argentina, and we stared up at the ceiling, which was covered in paintings of gods, and we just sort of talked about life. And this wasn't a friend I was particularly close to, so it really meant a lot, and it was a great bonding moment, just staring at the ceiling. And I'll always remember it. It was quite lovely.
Definitely has to be touring San Francisco with the Philharmonic Orchestra last year. It was one of the most amazing experiences, and I got to share it with my fellow orchestra members.
Going on the Philharmonic San Francisco tour in 2019.
My favorite orchestra memory is when Chamber traveled to New York City and we got to play at Lincoln Center.
Going on the San Francisco tour with the entire Philharmonic Orchestra, even though the bus ride was painfully long, the experience there was just amazing and unforgettable.
The 2018-19 school year, beginning of the year benefit concert, where the horn section, we dressed up in togas and Totoro, where we wore Totoro beanies and togas. And the music was really fun, and so was the concert, and it was amazing.
The Pops concert of freshman year, because it was something that I'd never played in before, and I think it was really exciting the first time.
Something that I always look forward to every year was the cleanup shift after spaghetti and strings, because it was always an adventure trying to carry the percussion back in my way too long dress until 12 a.m. with all my friends. And something else that was super fun was when Swen accidentally ordered us a party bus on our way back from Coda, and we listened to Kanye West and just jammed in that.
Playing Harry Potter in Uruguay with Symphony, and all the kids were so happy when we started playing it, and they were all in awe.
Well, I transferred to Santa Monica High this year, so I don't really have a lot to draw from, but I really enjoyed performing at our winter concert this year, and both Mr. Aiello and Miss Swenson were really nice and welcoming when I joined.
On the first day of school, when Mr. Aiello made this girl named Eva sit next to me, and we ended up bonding over the fact that we almost have the same name, and actually got really close, and we're still close to this day, so I think that's pretty cool.
Playing in graduation, since the seniors this year aren't going to be getting one in June.
My favorite orchestra memories were made on the San Francisco tour my junior year.
When Adam Weissman and I showed up during 6th period the night of the Disney concert to help set up,
And Miss Swenson, she gets 2 tubs out of the kitchen and she gets the canopies from under the risers. And the tubs are full of these fabrics and sheets and shiny whatnot. And she just says, can you guys please go take this stuff in front of Barnum and make it look Aladdin? And then we spent the next 2 hours just taking sheets, throwing them over these canopies. And it was quite a mess. But eventually we got it under control. We had them looking kind of like the bazaars that you see in the movie Aladdin. I don't think there was one moment when Miss Swenson and Mr. Aiello came out until the very end. And it was without any input. They were just like, it's perfect, great job. And it was just like, to me, that kind of shows the amount of trust that is placed in the students of the orchestra program. And I really appreciated that.
Going on tour to San Francisco with the Philharmonic, I just got done taking a shower and I see my tuba laying on my bed. So I go to my tuba case and open it up, and my friend Felix is laying down inside my tuba case.
One of my favorite orchestra memories is from the Disney concert in 9th grade, because it was my first concert with orchestra and it's just a lot of fun.
Playing in Argentina when we'd open our concerts with the Argentinian national anthem, and everyone in the audience stood up and started singing their anthem while we played. It was such a phenomenal experience to be a part of, and it just showed how music brings people together.
The Argentina-Uruguay trip or Rick Springfield, and that's a pretty close one, but those are both great experiences.
There are multiple pieces that I liked, and I liked the people in the orchestras and the way that we bonded with all the pieces, the difficulty or the easiness of it, and I can't really pick one. I just loved it.
First one was the Philharmonic tour to San Francisco. It was really a great experience, not to just travel with friends, but just to travel to play music. It was really different and fun and unique. My other favorite memory is just always getting dinner and like desserts with my friends after the concerts. It's just sort of a fun time of celebration and just hanging out, and it was really fun.
It definitely has to be the San Francisco tour, especially the 8-hour-long bus ride that I got to spend with my roommate Olivia.
My favorite orchestra memory was when my friends and I gathered and hung out in the piano room for the first time just before rehearsal. It was really chaotic, but it was also really fun, and it ended up becoming a tradition.
My favorite orchestra memory is definitely when we played in Argentina and Uruguay and had audiences of complete strangers cheering for us. It was just amazing.
Playing the Firebird Suite at the senior gala my freshman year was one of my favorite moments. The piece ends with like a very big tremolo that everybody holds on to, and I remember looking up and we were all tearing and getting emotional over the fact that it was the last piece and the last note that we were going to play together as a group, and I thought that was really special.
Thank you to Ann Raziel, our OPA president, who edited together this video and the rest that you will see sprinkled throughout the program. Also, thank you to the Senior Gala Student Committee that came up with the questions we posed for each video. We will now begin with the individual orchestra awards. These awards are presented to students that have demonstrated great leadership, dedication, and musicianship to their orchestras. Each student will be presented with an acrylic star once we are all able to come back together.
I've really enjoyed working with the string orchestra, and I'm proud of all these students because very quickly they had to learn to tune their instruments once distance learning began. It is my pleasure to honor 2 students who just began playing their instruments at the beginning of the school year. The first student is an enthusiastic violinist who has done a great job at distance learning. She has completed every assignment and he has even begun taking online private lessons. So I'm very proud to honor Sophia White. Her progress this year has been phenomenal. And the next student who I'd like to honor is a cellist who in the course of this school year has made great strides. Alana Basmajian is so responsible and dedicated and always does her best when we're physically together in class. And since we went online, she's so dedicated and works so hard. And I've truly enjoyed having her in the string orchestra.
Congratulations to both Sophia and Alana. Next, we will move on to the concert orchestra, which was a fantastic group of students to work with this year. I was extremely proud of their improvement from the winter concert to what would have been a great spring concert. The first student I would like to recognize is one of our 2 concert masters during the year. This student is very responsible, comes to every rehearsal with a great attitude, and practices diligently at home. I'm happy to present Aaron Kennedy with this award. I would also like to recognize Aaron Smallins, who was our other concert master during the school year. Aaron is also a talented violinist who continued to improve throughout the year. He's also very responsible and was able to manage school, violin, and being a member of the baseball team extremely well. I can't think of another student who was so quick to respond to notifications in Google Classroom than Aaron. Literally after seconds after asking him a question or leaving a comment, he responds. I look forward to the next 3 years with both of these Aarons in orchestra. Moving on, the Symphony Orchestra worked very hard this year, from preparing Disney music at the start of the school year all the way through school being closed. We were actually preparing a piece titled Zoom by Richard Meyer for the spring concert, but its title, of course, referred to the tempo of the piece and had nothing to do with video conferences. The first student I would like to honor is a highly motivated and has developed into a great leader. She worked hard to improve her sight reading, in addition to always knowing her orchestra music. She is such a pleasure to work with, and I'm proud to present this award to Claire Kovac. The second student I would like to honor is cellist Daniela Munoz. Daniela is also a very skilled musician and plays with a strong cello tone. Daniela was a great principal cellist for Sinfonia, making sure that she led by example and was well prepared for every rehearsal. Congratulations to both Claire and Daniela. Before we get to the Intermezzo Awards, we would like to show a virtual performance that this group has worked on over the past couple weeks. While these projects are not a replacement for the skills developed by performing in an ensemble, including listening and reacting to the other musicians on stage, it's the only way we can play together at this point. Also, the end result is uplifting and fun to watch. Please enjoy Aura Lee by the Intermezzo Orchestra.
I'm so proud of the students for creating this wonderful recording of Orly, and I'm grateful to our UCLA student teacher, Cameron Wirtz, for teaching this piece to the students and then stitching it all together. Cameron has done an outstanding job teaching prior to quarantine and then online as well. He has such a great rapport with our students and is a technical wizard. So I've learned a whole bunch from Cameron as well. So here's Cameron to present the next two awards.
Thanks, Ms. Swenson. The Intermezzo Orchestra is made up of 63 amazing musicians. It has been a pleasure working with the Intermezzo Orchestra for the past semester. The entire group has a great sense of musicianship and performs challenging repertoire. There are two students who I would like to give the Outstanding Musician Award to. I am pleased to present the first award to Camilla Sigbaum. Before and during online learning, Camilla has been a strong section leader and orchestra concertmaster. Camilla never misses a rehearsal and is willing to volunteer her time for the betterment of the group. Camilla has shown immense creativity in her submission to the Creative Instrument Project, where she created a musical composition using cups and the outdoors. I am proud of Camilla's accomplishments, and it has been a pleasure working with her. Congratulations, Camilla Sigbaum. The next orchestra award goes to Benjamin Garcia. Benjamin is a wonderful leader in the viola section. Benjamin's kindness and work ethic is infectious to the rest of the ensemble. Benjamin has gone above and beyond with his assignments during online learning. His work ethic and his practice shows through his assignment submissions and solos. Benjamin is a great asset to the classroom and the Santa Monica High Orchestra program. Congratulations, Benjamin Garcia. Next, the seniors will answer, what was your favorite piece you played in orchestra?
My favorite piece I've played is William Tell Overture, which I played in sophomore year, and I got to play in South America. I just really loved the way it sounded, and it had a really hard trombone part that I initially struggled with, but I was really happy to push through and learn it.
My favorite piece that I've had the opportunity to play was Tchaikovsky's Romeo and Juliet my freshman year.
My favorite orchestra piece would probably be Pirates of the Caribbean. Even though we played it twice, it's still one of my favorite pieces to play on the cello.
By far, my favorite will always be Pirates of the Caribbean, just because it's a super fun piece to play. Many people recognize it, and it's also one of the first pieces that I played here as a freshman, so it has a lot of meaning to me.
Death of the Maiden was one of my favorite pieces we played. It was really grueling. We spent a lot of time in rehearsal, and Swen arranged for us to meet all these professionals and to have them work with us. And so we got a really deep understanding of the piece. And then we got to compete it at Lincoln Center. That made it all the more special. My favorite piece that we played was March Slav by Tchaikovsky.
March Slav by Tchaikovsky, just how much work the orchestra put into it and how diligently we worked on it. We went to San Francisco and played it, and then we worked with multiple conductors to improve it, and it was very impressive.
March Slav, because I remember feeling so intimidated by how high the violin shifts were. But as we continued to practice it until the San Francisco tour, I remember feeling so proud because the piece just all came together.
March Slav. At the end of the piece, the feeling that you get is just this sense of proud, just like as if you've accomplished something great, you know, and I've never felt anything like that.
The Carmen Suite that we played this year.
The suite from Avatar: The Last Airbender, because the show itself meant a lot to me, and I really enjoyed the soundtracks from that show.
My favorite piece we played was Dvorak's Symphony No. 9.
Two of my favorite pieces that I played in orchestra, because I couldn't decide, were Dvorak's Symphony No. 9 New World. And Night on Bald Mountain.
Dance of the Tumblers, because it's fun and fast and the violas actually get part of the melody.
Symphony No. 1, partially because it was the first full symphony I ever got to play, but also it's just so powerful and dramatic, yet also lyrical and so expressive, and it was just such a brilliant piece to play.
Games, and that was still pretty new, and it was the first Hunger Games movie, and I just loved how the viola part was for that, and I still find myself listening to the score of the film, and it gives me chills a little bit, because it's just like, I played that!
Beauty and the Beast, because I remember watching Philharmonic play it when I was in middle school, and I remember that I always wanted to play that, and my last year in high school I finally got to play it.
Probably Christina by Rick Springfield.
Christina, take me away with you. Christina, I'm wasting away. I wanna be with you. I know you like to drive it hard and fast.
My favorite piece that I played while in orchestra was probably Rachmaninoff's Second Piano Concerto for Senior Gala last year, accompanying Rufus.
because I got to play it with different people in multiple years, and it's so much fun. The audience is so into it. All the students are into it. There's the video, we get to dress up, and it's something we can all remember from our childhoods.
I really liked playing Dance On Number 2 by Artur Marquez. And March to the Scaffold from Symphony Fantastique.
I think my favorite one would have to be the Overture to West Side Story.
Favorite piece I played would definitely be junior year Aqua Pop's concert, the Mamma Mia medley that we did with choir in Symphony. So good.
Thanks again to Anne for putting these videos together. It's amazing how fast the time has flown by watching these past performances. You know, it's 4 years goes really quickly. Philharmonic, we're going to move on to the Philharmonic Awards. And Philharmonic was a really fun orchestra to work with this year. It's hard to believe our final Wednesday evening rehearsal together was on March 11th, as during those 2 hours, the whole world seemed to change. We went into rehearsal knowing it was unlikely the spring concert would be able to occur, but still planning on concerts happening towards the end of the year. Once rehearsal was over, we found out about the European travel ban being issued, the NBA being shut down, and then I remember our clarinetist Frederia yelling, "Tom Hanks?" So while we couldn't finish the school year together in person, I'm so proud to award these 3 Philharmonic Outstanding Musician Awards. The first student has been one of our concertmasters all year long. He is so conscientious and detailed in his own practice, and also volunteered during flex time to give lessons to another student. As I got to know him this year, I learned how good-natured and funny he is. And though he's immensely talented, I think it's his humility and personable nature that make him such a great section leader. The first award goes to Derek Peng. The second student is an extremely talented flautist. She was an all-state musician, a Kiwanis finalist in the wind division this year. Also, even though she doesn't receive a grade for orchestra since she's in a different period band, she completed every single distance learning assignment, which I really think speaks volumes about her character and work ethic. To me, one of the musical highlights from Philharmonic this year was her solo in the second movement of the Carmen Suite during the winter concert. Congratulations to Audrey Muller. Finally, I'd like to honor Sebastian Heredia. As a freshman, Sebastian has been principal violist all year. He was a member of the Coda Honor Symphony and all Southern orchestras, and he is also a peer tutor teaching private lessons during flex time. He plays with such a great tone and so musically that I look forward to seeing his continued growth over the next 3 years. When we switched to distance learning, one of my first thoughts was about these virtual performances that have now become so popular. As more and more orchestras started posting them, I figured they were being professionally produced, until I saw a video put together by the New York Youth Symphony that had been edited by one of the orchestra members. I sent it to one of our violists, Milan Ladman-Frickman, who has edited some of the videos for past Pops concerts, and I asked her if she could do this. I'm not sure if she knew what she was getting into when she said yes, but I'm very grateful she did. Milan helped create a click track for everybody to play along with, and then edited all the individual videos and their audio together to make sure everything worked. The process is extremely time consuming, and Philharmonic is thankful for her work. The fourth movement of Beethoven's Seventh Symphony would have been one of the pieces we performed at the spring concert. And while that couldn't happen, we are proud to present a portion of the piece this evening.
Sorry, one moment.
Great job, Philharmonic. That was tremendous work, and I really appreciate just the musical effort to put that together. We're going to move on to the Chamber Orchestra Awards. So the Chamber Orchestra is made up of 19 incredible musicians who rehearse after school. They perform many gigs throughout the community. And I have such admiration for this group because they all work so hard and they play very difficult repertoire. So there's two students who I'd like to honor from the Chamber Orchestra. The first student I would like to recognize is a talented and dedicated violinist, Sarah Michelin. Sarah is responsible. She always knows her music. And she is someone you can always count on. And while she will be an engineering student, she did audition and win a scholarship for her violin playing. So she's so talented. She has helped the group out by performing most gigs, especially at Capital One on Sundays. And it has just been a pleasure to have her as a student. The second student that I would like to recognize is Julia Trevelyan. Besides being an incredible cellist, Julia is a superstar athlete. In addition, she is also one of the valedictorian candidates for this year and is an example of someone who possesses incredible time management. She is one of the kindest individuals you'll ever meet, and she always has a positive outlook and is just a pleasure to have in the orchestra. Next, I want to move on to the Symphony Orchestra Awards. Symphony is made up of 90 musicians, all stellar players. And, you know, in a symphony orchestra, it is so important to have a strong French horn player. The French horn is often featured, and that person has to be super brave and know their music well. And this year we were fortunate to have J.D. Russo in that role. And he is a fabulous musician and also just such a nice person with such enthusiasm, as you can tell in this photo. And another symphony student I would like to honor is a violinist who has been a solid section leader. She has been a member of the All-State Orchestra, and as a freshman, she was the concertmaster of the Philharmonic Orchestra. And for the past 2 years, she has been a section leader in symphony. So congratulations, Gina Kim. The next student that I want to honor began life as a violinist. I'm not sure many people know that. And it wasn't until high school where he started to play the bass, and very quickly he became the best bassist at Samohi. So thank you, Weston Karakash, for being an outstanding leader. Weston is a valedictorian and will be headed to Yale in the fall. And the next symphony student I would like to honor is Anouk Jouffre. Anouk is a violinist whose tone I just describe as velvet. It's so beautiful, and she plays so musically and so expressively, and she has been a strong section leader in both the symphony and the chamber orchestras. Anouk will be at Barnard in the fall, and I believe she will be a great physician and possibly the future concertmaster of the Doctor Symphony. So thank you, Anouk. At this time, I would like to introduce Lily Stern. She is the orchestra board president, student president, and she would like to say a few words.
Thank you, Swan. The members of Symphony Orchestra would like to express our deep gratitude to 3 incredible orchestra moms. Andrea Kahn, Kim Nimoy, and Shireen Rafat spent countless hours planning what would have been an incredible tour to Germany and the Netherlands. This was a huge job, requiring planning, coordination with the tour company, fundraising, overseeing finances, communicating with orchestra families, and countless other responsibilities. They signed on for this job, but little did they know they would also have to take on the additional huge task of dismantling the tour. Although everyone was deeply disappointed that the tour was canceled, the tour committee made this loss much less painful by recouping so much of the funds contributed and handling the responsibilities with efficiency and grace. Thanks to the efforts of Will Nimoy, Orchestra Vice President, Jonathan Yuan, Orchestra Secretary, Gracie McFalls, Orchestra Treasurer, and our leader, Ms. Swenson, we have collected generous donations from our symphony family so that we can show our appreciation. Andrea, Kim, and Shireen, you each will be receiving $250 gift cards to what we understand from your children are your favorite restaurants. We are so grateful to you 3 for all of your incredible efforts.
Thank you, Lily. And I would like to echo her sentiments and all of the symphony's gratitude. You know, planning an international tour for 90 musicians is almost a 2-year undertaking. And the reward for giving of one's time is that you get to experience and see a successful tour unfold. Unfortunately, in this case, Shireen, Kim, and Andrea had to deal with the messy aftermath. So thank you for all the time you've given. We are also appreciative. And next, I wanted to share a news story that speaks to me since we've begun distance learning. So take a look.
All right, as much of the world continues on in isolation, people working from home, they're trying to figure out things to do with their family, things to figure out how to pass the time. Yeah. Lindsay and Kels, a lot of teachers have been going online and coaches trying to help out their students and their athletes. This one teacher in particular, music teacher, I thought was phenomenal. Not only did she pick up an instrument and decide to help out her student and spread some joy, but she wrote a song, and as inspiration, she was going to share what she's been going through and how it makes her feel while she is in isolation. Have a look.
Hey, so as some of you guys might know, I'm a music teacher, and I found that one of the best ways that I can process the whole transition to online learning and teaching is to write a song. So I wrote a song. I'd like to share that with you guys now. Here we go.
Oh my god, that's awesome. That is.
I think that's
not expecting that.
His veins, Lindsay and Kelsey, are literally popping out of his forehead.
I was not expecting that at all.
So that's like me every single day. And I can really relate to this teacher. And I think we all need a little levity right now. You know, what we do in orchestra is to play together, and distance learning just does not allow for that. So early on, I tried to conduct a scale with a small group of students on Zoom, and I was conducting, and I said, let's try to stay together, and it just didn't work. So then quickly, all of these virtual ensembles began to emerge, and I decided, okay, this is going to be the project for Symphony. After some digging, I found a research group at Stanford who does remote concerts, and then they referred me to a sound and video engineer located in Santa Barbara and in Calcutta, India. And I recruited Silas Garcia George, and soon we were having early morning Zoom calls across the world with two engineers. We hadn't met, just virtually, and they pointed us in the right direction and answered all of Silas's questions. So I want to note that the video you're about to see is solely the editing work of Silas. He really spent a gazillion hours on this. I also want to thank Keeler Tung and Jonathan Yuan, who provided the click track and made musical comments after each edit. And just by the way, just so you know, after each edit, it has to be uploaded, and each edit takes about 5 hours. So it's crazy work. And also, Jonathan was great in contacting musicians whose videos we still did not have. And, you know, while all the symphony students were sad that the tour was canceled, we quickly understood what was happening to our world, and our thoughts turned from disappointment to admiration for all those on the front lines working to keep us safe. So I'm so proud that the symphony chose to dedicate this video. And now please enjoy Beethoven's Fifth.
Sorry, not quite sure why this is happening again. 1 second.
So there's two favorite parts in that video. I don't know if you noticed Leo Gilman in the upper left-hand corner kind of dancing. And just for everyone's knowledge, that little thing hanging in the ceiling above Felix is Scooby-Doo. I asked him, he finally told me. We have a few special service awards that we would like to give at this time. And, you know, creating a combined performance of 90 musicians all playing from their home is indeed a feat. And I have to say, I'm so grateful to Silas Garcia George for his work on the Beethoven Symphony 5 finale. Thank you, Silas, for creating a lasting memory for this symphony orchestra.
I already spoke a little bit about the tremendous work put in by Milan Ladman-Frickman on the Philharmonic video. And so we are just so thankful to her for all of the time and effort that she put into this project. The third service award goes to Finley Nathan. Finley is working on combining the concert and Sinfonia orchestras in a virtual performance that will be available soon. However, his schedule was suddenly much busier when we asked him to become the technical director for this entire event. Finley is a tech whiz who in just about a week set up everything we needed for the seniors to join us on Zoom and added the YouTube stream. Tonight, he is managing all the videos, switches, and settings. He also completely organized our YouTube channel, making many years of past performances all accessible from one location. So thank you, Finley, for everything you're doing tonight.
Yay, Finley.
We're gonna move on to some other students that we couldn't run our program without, and that is our orchestra student board. They have been tremendously helpful this year. These students were all elected by their peers to help plan events, fundraisers, and outreach. Our president this year was Lily Stern, who served as the students' collective voice during OPA meetings and led the charge in organizing peer tutoring music lessons. William Nimoy served as vice president and led a campaign to donate used method books to elementary students. Jonathan Yuan, who was one of the most organized and detail-oriented high school students I've ever met, served as a perfect secretary, and Grace McFalls brought her incredibly positive attitude and creative ideas to the board as treasurer. Thank you to all four of you for your leadership this year.
I would also like to thank Lily Rafat. She is a valedictorian candidate and a future Bruin who has served as our social media representative. There she is. And Lily did a great job of making sure the news about our orchestra program was shared to everyone. So thank you, Lily. And I would also like to thank Alona Delavan and Julia Lim, our librarians, who did a great job of sorting music and organizing our library.
In addition to the executive board, each orchestra elected representatives to serve. Thank you to Gladys Caldera for serving as the string orchestra rep, and Mia Manikis, who was the concert orchestra rep. The Symphonia rep this year was Emily Putnam, who now as a junior has been the representative for 3 different orchestras over the past 3 years. And thank you to Sam Simmons for serving as the Intermezzo rep.
I would also like to thank the Philharmonic reps. Thank you, Ashley Blues-John as a string rep for Philharmonic, and to Luca Case, who represented the winds and Phil. And also thank you, Shoshana Israelovich, the Symphony string rep, and Felix Adelo Ruiz, the Symphony wind rep. And now another great Anne Raziel production. Please enjoy.
I think that the biggest lesson that it's taught me throughout these years is to just, like, you can work hard, but you can also have fun working hard.
I have learned that some of the most important skills are perseverance and to just believe in yourself no matter what happens.
Every time we play a different piece or different skills, I would always learn more and more than I usually do. That really influenced me.
Being in the music program in general has taught me a lot about collaboration in and out of the rehearsal halls and the concert halls.
Overall, I guess orchestra has influenced me, and I'm sure many others, to become more of a team player, to know how to cooperate with our section as well as the entire orchestra.
You really get a larger appreciation for music and all that is put in, and then you start focusing, maybe sometimes focusing too much on the score or background music instead of the actual feature film or whatever it is, but just you get a heavier appreciation for everything and you just realize how much hard work it is.
Orchestra really helped me sort of break out of my shell and meet people. Everyone in the orchestra I've met has been so sweet and just great friends, and I don't know, I'm lucky to have been with such a great group of kids.
How to be a part of a team, and not only the importance of cooperating, but even if you're not in a position of leadership, how important it is to take charge sometimes, and how important every individual's role is.
Being in orchestra has taught me patience, it has taught me the value of collaboration, and it has taught me the importance of working hard to achieve your goals.
The necessity of unity and devotion to mastery, as well as the infinite improvement I have in music and in other disciplines.
One thing I've learned in orchestra is that
every single time I play, it's always going to be a solo. So that makes me a little bit more accountable for the notes I play because everyone can hear when I play wrong.
It feels like I'm part of a big team and we're all working towards one common goal, which is creating a good piece of music. And I feel like that kind of energy in this whole group is really, really special. And also, I feel like I learned a lot from my peers, especially violists like Layla and Gracie and Naomi, and they made me want to work harder to become better.
It has given me a community, just a place where I feel at home. I've learned so much about collaboration and listening and problem solving through being in the orchestra, but really it's the community, the friends that I've made, and the people that I've got to know along the way that has made the experience such a special one.
Some of the biggest things it's taught me is how to be a leader, how to work with other people, and how to stay on top of everything because there's a lot of things going on in orchestra, and it helped me be a better student and a better person.
Thank you to Dylan Zhao for adding a little bit of the soundtrack at the end in a virtual duet with himself. As with many annual orchestra events and music events, the Kiwanis solo competition looked quite different at the end of the school year. All the students were invited to submit video auditions to participate in the preliminary round, and the students were judged remotely, with the top 6 in each division being named finalists. Then another round of judging determined the first, second, and third place scholarship winners. We are thankful to the Kiwanis Club of Santa Monica for providing this scholarship opportunity for our students, and so proud of all the student participants. In the wind brass percussion competition, congratulations to the following orchestra students who were named as finalists. In the 9th and 10th grade lower division, flautist Theo Tobel, and in the 11th and 12th grade upper division, clarinetist Leo Gilman, Connor Strauss on French horn, and Audrey Mahler on flute.
And congratulations to the lower division wind finalists. In third place is Shania Ghassemi, a great flute player and great harpist as well. Second place, Aaron Vincent on oboe. And in the upper division, congratulations to second place flautist Jack Luchterman, and in first place, Jonathan Yuan. We are so proud of all of our Kiwanis competitors. Congratulations to our lower division finalists, Julius Zimmerman, Isabella Miel Okada, and Aiden Lee.
And the 3 scholarship winners for the lower division: in third place, violinist Chloe Schwartz, second place, Lorelei Deutsch on cello, and first place this year in the Kiwanis competition, cellist Jaden Miyahira. Congratulations to the 3 of you. Going on to the upper division, string finalists, we'd like to congratulate Keeler Tung on violin, Layla Shapori on viola, and Christopher Vargas on bass.
And for the winners in the string upper division, congratulations to third place winner, violinist Emily Taylor. The second place winner goes to violinist Rubani Chug. Congratulations, Rubani. And the first place winner is cellist Kaya Rawls, who incidentally won first place last year in the lower division. Congratulations to all Kiwanis finalists and winners. We are so proud. And now we have one more video. It's, do you have a message for all the seniors?
To all of my fellow seniors, I would like to personally thank you for making this one of the best experiences of my life. I'm so sad that our year had to end so soon, and I really hope to see you guys again soon.
I know this time is uncertain and definitely not ideal, but I think we should all know that we still have the memories that we've made over these past 4 years, and nothing that we've done will be forgotten.
I'd like to tell my fellow seniors that although this year has been rough and our orchestra experience has been cut short, it's been amazing getting to be in orchestra with all of you all of these years. It's something that I will never take for granted, and I cannot wait to see what you all do in the future, whether that be in music or not.
I'm sad that we weren't able to celebrate together like we should have, but I'm super excited for what we're all going to accomplish in college.
I'm reminded of freshman year when it was either Pops or Winter Concert. It was the last piece of the night. We were doing combined orchestra, all cellos on stage. And then when I looked around, there was no open seats except for there was one, which is where the principal violist normally would sit. And it was in the front row. I was nowhere near the highest orchestra in 9th grade. And I was just like, there is no way in hell that I'm sitting down in that seat. And I'm this close to walking off stage and just not playing when another now senior, Jason Brown, is like, psst. So he like scooches over and has half of his chair, and he's like, come here, sit right here. So I ended up playing that piece where Jason Brown and I are sharing the chair. That to me kind of shows how we, as the class of 2020, have each other's back. And I hope that in all the years to come, everyone knows that if I can ever do anything, I have their back. And I just think in general, it's very comforting to know that we, as we go through all these hardships and as we go through life, we're there for each other.
Something I would like to tell my fellow seniors is how grateful I am for all of you, for how special you made my high school experience and all the memories that we've made together, and being supportive and pushing each other to be the best versions of ourselves and allowing room to be silly, to be creative, and really having an open environment. I'm really, really happy for everyone and proud of everyone, and I admire all of you and look up to you guys so much, and I can't wait to see all the amazing things that you continue to do.
To stay strong and to stay positive. Although we are facing hard times, it is always important to look at a brighter future and know that although this is going to take a while, we are going to be okay and we're going to get through it together.
Some great messages. Thank you, seniors. Our next award is the Combrio Award, which goes to 2 students. And Combrio is a musical term meaning with spirit. The first student, Keeler Tung, definitely has spirit. He is a talented violinist who has helped in creating the Beethoven video, but he does so much beyond that. And I'm so grateful to Keeler for his help in supporting all of the students in the orchestras. So thank you, Keeler.
Congrats, Keeler. We have one more Combrio award to give, but for the remaining awards this evening, the senior recipient will receive a notification on their screen to unmute and turn on their video. So seniors, please make sure you are looking on Zoom, and please do turn on your video, turn on your microphone and make some noise so that we can honor you in person, or as in person as things can be these days. The second Combrio award goes to William Nimoy. Will served on the orchestra student board as Philharmonic rep last year and continued his amazing work as vice president this year. He has also represented Samohi as a Coda honor musician for all 4 years. There he is, all 4 years of high school. He is a valedictorian candidate who will be attending Georgetown University. And aside from being so accomplished, what I'll always remember about Will is how genuinely nice, polite, and humble he is. And that's the spirit we're honoring tonight. Congrats, Will.
Thank you so much. Really appreciate it. Thank you.
Yay, Will. The next award is the National School Orchestra Award. So the NSOA Award is one of the highest awards bestowed upon a member of the orchestra to recognize excellence in playing and overall contributions to the ensemble. So I would like to recognize Silas Garcia George, not only for his efforts in creating the Symphony Beethoven video, that was kind of a small part of it, but also for the past 4 years, Silas has been a member of the Coda Honor Orchestras, as well as the All-State Honor Orchestra. And Silas is an outstanding bass player. He will be attending Harvard University after a gap year working with the California Condor Restoration Program in Arizona. And I asked him, how do you save the California condors in Arizona? But he assured me it's the right thing to do. So Silas, what I used to say to you every morning, wake up.
Thank you, Swen. I appreciate it. I love you guys all, and I'm going to miss orchestra so much. Thank you.
You're welcome. Thanks. The second person I would like to give the NSOA award to is Jake Dreifert. Jake is an incredible trombonist. He is a solid musician with incredible intonation and tone. For 3 years in a row, Jake received the highest rating of a superior with a command performance at our solo and small ensemble festival. There he is with Roxy. He is a wonderful section leader who is incredibly thoughtful and truly a great role model for all students. Jake will be attending St. Olaf's College, which has a great music program. And how fortunate is the orchestra director at St. Olaf? Jake, make some noise.
Thank you so much, Swen. Thank you, everybody.
Thank you. Silas and Jake's names will be engraved on the perpetual plaque that is in the orchestra room.
Congrats to Silas and Jake. They will make great role models for future students to look up to in the orchestra room with their names on that plaque. We have had a wonderful relationship with the nonprofit organization Elemental Music going back over 10 years. Many of our current students participated in this program when they were in elementary school and developed the ensemble skills and experience necessary to play an orchestra. Each year, Elemental Music provides 2 alumni scholarships to seniors who have demonstrated perseverance and persistence to keep music as a vital part of their lives. The first student I am proud to acknowledge is Ian Sequali. I remember Ian as a 5th grade violinist in elemental strings and thinking, I'm not sure how much he's practicing. Then I remember Ian as an 8th grader, still playing violin during his audition and thinking, I'm still not sure how much he practices. But he had gotten to be really tall. So I naturally asked him if he had ever considered playing bass. I had no idea Ian would become the bassist he is today. Ian started as a beginner in string orchestra as a freshman, and through hard work and finally, I know practicing, he progressed all the way to symphony as a senior. He's a valedictorian candidate and will be attending UC Berkeley, where I'm sure he will continue playing bass in the orchestra. Congrats, Ian. Make some noise.
Thank you so much, Mr. Aiello. And thank you for all the support from you and Ms. Swenson.
Congratulations. The second Elemental Music Alumni Scholarship recipient is Ansel Garcia Langley. To me, Ansel is the epitome of a responsible student. In orchestra, Ansel was always prepared musically and advanced in orchestras every single year, which is difficult to do, especially as a cellist. This year, he was a wonderful orchestra ambassador, speaking to current 8th graders and their parents about the importance of music and participating in music throughout high school. Outside of orchestra, Ansel is heavily involved in environmental groups, and at the start of this pandemic, he spearheaded a campaign targeted to high school students about the importance of their actions in contributing to flattening the curve. You've already heard this phrase quite a bit tonight, but Ansel is another valedictorian candidate. He'll be attending MIT and hopefully solving climate change to save our world. But no pressure, Ansel.
Thank you so much. I really appreciate everything that you guys have done over the past 4 years, and I am honored to be a part of the orchestra program.
Congrats.
Thank you, Ansel. That's so nice. I want to see a picture of you and Jason Brown sitting on one chair together. We're going to move on to the Kenneth Liu Scholarship. So I'll give you a little bit of background about this scholarship. 10 years ago, a wonderful violist in the orchestra named Ryder Liu graduated from Samohi. And when Ryder was in college, he lost his father. Ryder decided to honor his father's memory, and the Kenneth Liu Memorial Scholarship was created. In Ryder's words, he wrote, "I continue to contribute to the Samohi Orchestras as a way to honor the memory of my father and to express my appreciation for everything that the orchestra meant to me. The recipients of the Kenneth Liu Memorial Scholarship are students who plan to keep music in their lives beyond high school, either as an amateur or as a music major." So this year, one of the recipients of the Kenneth Liu Memorial Scholarship is Jonathan Yuan. Jonathan is a highly gifted flute player. Jonathan, make some noise. There he is. Jonathan is a highly gifted flute player who will be a music major next year at the Oberlin Music Conservatory. Jonathan just won first place in the Kiwanis Wind competition, and so we are so proud of you. Jonathan has absolutely been a leader in the symphony, not only for his musicianship, but for his communication and organizational skills. Someone I can always count on. So thank you, Jonathan. Congratulations.
Thank you so much. It's been a pleasure working for you for all 4 years. I'm one of the few freshmen that's been lucky to be in orchestra for 4 years, and I really appreciate your help and being part of my musical journey.
Congrats, Jonathan.
Thank you. And the second recipient of the Kenneth Lou Memorial Scholarship is Gracie McFalls. Gracie, make some noise. Gracie is an incredible, there she is. She's an incredible violist who won first place last year in the Kiwanis solo competition. I first met Gracie at CASMIC in San Jose when she was just an 8th grader, or maybe she was a 7th grader. I don't know. She was kind of short. She was playing in the all-state junior high orchestra. And since her first experience in an honor orchestra, her musicianship has just blossomed. Gracie is such a dedicated and disciplined musician. She will very easily go practice for an hour without, being told to. She just is completely dedicated. I've enjoyed having her in the orchestra, and she will also be studying at the Oberlin Music Conservatory next year. So thanks, Gracie. We're so proud of you.
Thank you.
You're welcome. I love seeing you in that hat. It's great. Both Gracie's and Jonathan's names will be engraved on the Kenneth Lou Memorial Scholarship Perpetual Plaque in the orchestra room. So congrats.
Congratulations, Gracie and Jonathan. Ryder and his mom usually try and come to our senior gala if he's in town when he's not designing race cars. But obviously we're not all together tonight, but we'll have to make sure we get a picture of you guys to send to them. The final award we're going to be giving out tonight is the Glenn Katz Award. Glenn Katz graduated from Samohi in 1978. He was an award-winning clarinetist, but in addition to music, he participated in judo, cycling, chess, student government, backpacking, swimming, and solo sailing. Incredibly, Glenn did all of this even though he was blind. Unfortunately, Glenn passed away 2 years after graduating high school, at which point his parents established the Glenn Katz Memorial Scholarship Fund. The Glenn Katz Award has become Samohi's most prestigious instrumental music award, going to a senior who will be continuing as a music major and embodies Glenn's spirit. This year, the instrumental music department is proud to present the Glenn Katz Award to Lily Stern. Lily is an exceptionally fine cellist who will be attending, there's Lily, who will be attending the prestigious 5-year dual enrollment program at New England Conservatory and Tufts University. In addition to being a great musician, Lily was the orchestra student board president and worked hard to provide peer tutoring for music students who weren't able to have private lessons.
I have had the great pleasure of having Lily as a student for the past 4 years in symphony and 2 years in chamber. And as a freshman, Lily already came to Samohi as an incredible cellist. During the course of her time in symphony, she also became an extraordinary leader in the orchestra. So as a principal player in her section, Lily created a really cohesive group of cellists who worked together as a team. And I think that's just one of the great qualities of Lily, is just bringing people together. Lily is a valedictorian candidate, and she possesses such a strong work ethic and is so kind and so thoughtful. Lily's name will be engraved on the Glenn Katz Memorial Scholarship Perpetual Plaque, which is the music department's most prestigious award. So congratulations, Lily.
Thank you so much. And orchestra has been the most important part of my high school experience, and I'm so thankful to you both.
Thanks, Lily.
Thank you. Congratulations.
Congrats. So at this time now, we're going to enjoy our final senior compilation video. Big thanks to Anne Raziel for putting these together. They're just so fantastic.
I would like to thank
Swen and Aiello, obviously, for everything they've done for the orchestra program and for all the students in it. And then I would also really like to thank my private teacher, Susan Rishik, for everything that she's done to help me get better individually as a musician, soloistically, stylistically, technically, and everything.
I'd just like to thank Mr. Aiello for being the best cello sectionals coach.
I would like to thank my dad for driving me to my lessons and paying for everything that I needed and for believing in me no matter what. I would also like to thank my private teacher, Nellie. She was definitely the first person who really understood me and truly believed in me. And third, I would like to thank Nika Gisemi, who was always there for me when I needed it, no matter what.
I'd like to thank all of my favorite people at Samohi, the Orcs.
I'd like to thank you, Swen. For the past 4 years, you've taken me along on all these incredible experiences and shown me what it is to really work hard and be dedicated, while still treating me and all of the other students like your own children. And I think that's so special, so thank you.
I would like to thank Swen, Aiello, my private teacher, Linnea Powell, my chamber coach, Michael Whitson, all of the amazing people who have made orchestra so fun. You know who you are. And then last but not least, Rick Springfield and Jorge the drummer.
I especially want to thank my parents and 2 brothers for supporting my music endeavors throughout high school. And I want to thank Miss Swenson for making my experience so great, and my private teacher, Peter Senchuk, for pushing me to be the best musician I could be.
This is probably a little cliche, but I'd like to thank Mr. Aiello and Miss Swenson. As much as I complain about being in orchestra and going to rehearsal, I did truly enjoy my time in orchestra, and I'm glad you are our teachers, and I appreciate all the hard work.
I'd like to thank Maddie Forrest for being my orchestra buddy all 4 years, and I'd also like to thank Swen and Aiello for all the hard work that they always put into the music program, even though I'm pretty sure I drive Aiello mad sometimes.
My private lessons teacher, Donna, because she helped me get out of string orchestra and get me into Intermezzo. That was hard work.
I would like to thank Ms. Swenson and Mr. Aiello for being wonderful teachers and mentors. I would also like to thank my parents for supporting me and my incredible teacher and inspiration, Ben Hong.
I'd like to thank my cello teacher, Karen Patch, for teaching me so much, and I'd like to thank my parents for always supporting me and buying big enough cars so that my cello could fit in the truck. Thank you.
I'd like to thank Mr. Aiello and Mrs. Swenson for everything that they've done for our orchestra community and for always pushing me and others to do their best and to strive for something better.
I'd like to thank Ms. Swenson, Mr. Aiello, and all the sectional coaches for helping me improve more as a musician and making orchestra a great experience. I also like to thank everyone a part of the OPA for helping organize all the orchestra events and making these last 4 years unforgettable. So thank you all.
I'd like to thank all my peers, my teachers, my friends, Miss Swenson and Mr. Aiello, for always encouraging me to be the best version of myself and strive to accomplish my goal. And I would also like to thank my family for always being supportive and letting me DJ in the car.
I just really want to thank all my teachers from over the years, from Ms. Birch in elementary school to Ms. Wu, Mr. Garnrider at Jams, but especially Ms. Swenson and Mr. Aiello. We never recognize how lucky we are to have you, at least not enough. Always super kind, always caring. I know that it definitely had a huge positive impact on me, and I have no words for how thankful I am for that.
Thank you to my mom for encouraging me to continue with orchestra, to Mr. Aiello and Ms. Swenson for being amazing orchestra directors, to Mr. Kelly and Mr. Wartz for helping out, to my wonderful viola sections for creating a sense of unity, and to my quartet members for making our festival experience unforgettable.
I'd like to thank Swen and Mr. Aiello and Roxy Ong, and to all low brass, past and present, thank you guys.
I really want to thank Miss Swenson and Mr. Aiello because honestly coming into high school I didn't really want to do orchestra and I was probably going to quit after my first year and after I met the requirement, but they changed that and they made me want to keep practicing and going up in levels and playing harder music and experiencing new things, so I'm really thankful for that.
I'd like to thank Mr. Aiello and Ms. Swenson. You guys aren't just great music teachers, but you've really helped me grow and develop, and thank you so much for everything you do for me and all the other students in the orchestra.
Mr. Aiello and Miss Swenson.
For just all that they have to offer and just allowing there to be a light and fun atmosphere. For making those funny videos before the Disney animation concerts and stuff like that and the Pops concerts, that would always be fun.
Thank both Mr. Aiello and Ms. Swenson. The amount of hard work and dedication that they put into making the orchestra program as great as it is incredible. All their hard work behind the scenes action is it's incredible what they do for us, and I am ever so grateful and thankful for the opportunities that they presented us.
Swen and Aiello and my friends and my viola friends and my teacher and my parents and my acquaintances in orchestra that I don't know super well but I still wave to because you guys are really cool and you make me smile.
I would like to thank Miss Swenson and Mr. Aiello for putting up with me these past 4 years. Love you guys.
I would like to thank Nika Gustami. I remember finding out that I would be her stand partner in Philharmonic as a sophomore, and it was just the best moment of my life because she is just a huge part of my life and she means so much to me.
I want to say a huge thank you to Miss Swenson and Mr. Aiello for everything they have done for me.
I'd like to thank Miss Swenson and Mr. Aiello for their constant hard work and for bringing their attitude towards music every day that I feel like makes music education at Samohi really prestigious, really memorable, and really enriching.
Thank you to Ms. Swenson and Mr. Aiello for all the support they've given me throughout my entire high school career. When I was just a beginner bass player in string orchestra, they offered me a scholarship to study under Eric Shetson, and I've improved a lot because of that as a musician and as a person.
I want to thank Swen and Aiello for all of the work you guys have done. You guys put countless hours and we're so grateful for all that you do. Thank you for making these past 4 years amazing and giving us all of the opportunities that we've had.
I'd like to thank Ms. Swenson, Mr. Aiello, all of the friends I've made over the past few years. Orchestra has been sort of like a second family to me. It's been a great experience and I'm very thankful for that.
Thank you, seniors. And I want to thank all of you for 4 great years. I would also like to thank all of the parents and students responsible for this senior gala and honors awards event. This event was spearheaded by student president Lily Stern, Samohi Orchestra student Finley Nathan, the OPA president Ann Raziel, and board member Aria Kramarski, who were joined really by a cast of many. So there's a lot of names on this slide, but seniors in the gift bags delivered to your homes today. And thank you to all the parents who made those deliveries. And I loved getting the pictures all day long today. It was fantastic. Please look at the acknowledgement page so you see everyone listed who helped out. And for everyone else who were emailed an electronic version of this program, we're so grateful to the many students and parents who have helped out. And I also want to give a shout out to Cameron Wirtz, our stellar UCLA student teacher, and to Jason Aiello. It has been great to be able to lean on my colleagues as we figure out, every day the best ways to teach remotely. I probably would, have Jason on speed dial and calling him every day, like, what are you doing? So thanks so much.
Well, thank you to Joni. Joni's known throughout the state as a leader in music education, and we're so fortunate to have her at Samohi. I also want to echo Joni's thanks to everyone who made this evening possible. It truly was a team effort and came together in a short period of time over many Zoom meetings. We are so fortunate to have amazing support, and especially to all of the senior parents, I want to express my sincere thanks to you for 4 great years. You will all be missed. At this point, our president, Ann Raziel, is going to come on to recognize some of the senior parents from the OPA board. Unfortunately for us, Ann is also a senior parent. We have benefited from her leadership and creativity over the past 4 years. As chair of the winter concert a few years ago, It was Anne's idea to put a snow machine in Barnum for sleigh ride, which has now become a tradition. And Anne also has served as our MC for many occasions, including an appearance as Mary Poppins at this year's Disney concert. Thank you, Anne.
Thank you very much. I just want to say that it has truly been my pleasure to serve as the OPA president. Hearing these students talk about their memories and their favorite pieces and what they've learned is a true testament to the power and significance of this incredible music program. First, I want to thank all of the parents out there for volunteering your time and working so hard on behalf of the students, for making all of these events and trips happen, from bake sales to ushers to program design to chairing concerts and auctions to picking up instruments and snow machines and so much more. I am truly grateful for your time and dedication. Now I'd like to give a special acknowledgement and thanks to the senior parents of the OPA Executive Board. I am so thankful to have these wonderful people to be able to have been working with them for the past few years. And I'm really grateful for all their hard work and dedication. So thank you very much to our Vice President, Shireen Rafat, to our Secretary, Deborah Nadell, to our Treasurer, Jeannie Lynn. And also, I would like to thank our members at large, Andrea Khan, Kim Nimoy, and last year, I was fortunate to share the presidency with Tina Ogata, so I want to send a special thank you out to her too. Of course, this all happens because of the dedication of Ms. Swenson and Mr. Aiello. So on behalf of the OPA, a huge thank you to you both. We are so lucky and fortunate to have you working so hard on behalf of all of our students. So thank you very much.
Thank you, Anne, and to the executive board. You're amazing. And I was talking to a student the other day saying orchestra parents are just the best. So we're so grateful to all of you. To the Samohi Orchestra class of 2020, you are a remarkable group that has had to learn patience and how to cope. And I know how truly resilient and talented you are and so smart. And I know that you all have bright futures ahead. I'm so glad that our paths have crossed and will enjoy continuing to see you succeed. So seniors, if you are watching on YouTube, this is the time when you need to go back to Zoom because we want to call each of you up and we want to ask you or have you answer the question, what are you planning to study next year or what are your future aspirations?
Earlier today, all of the seniors received an orchestra pin, and the seniors who have been in orchestra for all 4 years of high school received their Fermata medal in their gift bags. Seniors, if you aren't already wearing your pin or medallion, we would like for you to put it on, and for everyone now to turn on their camera. Once you hear your name called, unmute yourself and tell us your future plans. After you finish, please mute yourself again so that we can move on. Oh, it's so good to see all of you. Once you're finished, please mute yourself and we will move on to the next student.
And our first senior in alphabetical order is Kimia Aframian. Kimia, make some noise. You're on mute, Kimia. Kimia, you have to say something.
Hi. Okay, question answering. So, I hope to pursue a career in the medical field and be the third SAMO alum to go to space. It's also been my biggest dream to own a Yogurtland storefront. So also, I'd like to say thanks to everyone at SAMO and go Bruins!
Yeah.
All right.
The next student we want to call up is Gabby Alperin. Gabby, are you there?
Hi guys. In the fall, I'll be attending UC Davis and studying psychology. Thank you guys so much for everything.
Fantastic, Gavi. Next, Anika Arbastani.
Hi. In the fall, I'm also attending UC Davis as an English major. And after that, I hope to pursue a career in law as a child advocacy attorney. And I also want to say thank you to everyone at SAMO that's helped me through these 4 years. I really appreciate it.
That's great. Our next student, Felix Adela Ruiz.
Hi. I'm hoping to study music education and Spanish literature and maybe teach music in rural Latin America. Thank you, everyone.
Thanks, Felix. That's great. You'd be a great teacher. Next, I'd like to call up Talia Bukhalil. Talia, are you there?
Hi.
There she is.
Hi. In the fall, I'm planning to attend Cal State Fullerton and major in biochemistry, hopefully one day to become an orthodontist. I want to say thank you to Mr. Aiello and Ms. Swenson.
Congratulations, Talia. Thank you. The next student is Jason Brown.
Hey, everybody. I'll be going to Cal Poly SLO in the fall studying history. I love you, Ansel, and thank you, Swen and Aiello.
Thanks, Jason. Congrats. Next, Cassandra Catterton.
Hello.
There she is.
This year I will be attending Reed College and studying chemistry and Mandarin Chinese. In the future, I hope to get my master's or PhD in chemistry.
That's
Fantastic.
great. Thanks,
Good for you.
Cassandra. Our next student is Owen Chen.
Hi, next year I plan to study music performance at UC Irvine, and hopefully I can get into music production and composition. I also want to thank Ms. Swenson and Mr. Aiello.
Thanks, Owen. Congratulations. Next, Gidon Cohen. I haven't seen him for a while. Is he here? I think not.
Well, but we really do congratulate Gidon on all of his hard work. The next student is Jesse Del Rio. Jesse was texting me saying his Zoom is lagging. Jesse, are you there?
Well, if he shows up, we'll pull him up again. Hopefully Jesse can solve this. Also, Jonathan Yuan is telling me he's having camera problems, so I don't know if someone can help him. Next, I'd like to call up Jake Dreifert.
Hi, Swan. Hi, guys. My plans for next year, I'm going to be going to St. Olaf and studying music ed. So,
yay.
Congratulations, Jake.
Thank you, guys.
The next student, Dania Dunn. Is Dania there?
Hi, hello. So next year I will be attending the University of Wisconsin-Madison, and I will be majoring in biology. I'm hoping to do something in the medical field, whether that's becoming a doctor or like a lab researcher, scientist, or something like that. But I wanted to say thank you so much for everything you've done for me. Orchestra was a big part of my high school experience, and I'll never forget it. So thank you so much.
Thanks, Dania. You're fantastic.
I'm muted so you guys can.
And next, I'd like to congratulate Nicholas Dye. Nick, are you here?
Congratulations, Nicholas. The next student we want to honor, Daniela Escobar.
Okay, hi. In the fall, I'm going to be attending Biola University, and I'm still undecided, but God willingly, it'll have something to do with theology and Christian ministries. So.
Great, fantastic. Congratulations, Daniela. Next, Maddie Forrest. Maddie Forrest, where are you?
Hi. I don't know if anyone can see me.
Yeah, now I can.
Yeah, we can see you.
Okay, perfect. I'm studying economics at, at UCSB, and I'd like to say thank you to you both, and I love you, Diana Hernandez.
Congrats, Maddie. The next student is Silas Garcia George.
I'm going to be taking a gap year next year to work with the California Condors in the Grand Canyon. And then I'll attend Harvard in starting fall of next year. I just want to say thank you, Swan and Aiello and Bass Gang.
Congratulations and thank you so much, Silas. Next, Ansel Garcia Langley.
Hi everyone. I'll be studying mechanical engineering at MIT next year. I want to say, Jason, right back at you. And then thank you so much, Julia, for your support this year, as well as my family, who's been amazing. Thank you, Swen and Aiello, as well.
Congrats.
Congrats, Ansel. The next student is Gina Goebel.
Hi, I'm going to be attending Berklee College of Music next year to study songwriting, and thank you guys so much for everything.
Thank you, Gina. Next, Akin Gruner Domik.
Hi, so in next year, I'm going to be not attending school. I'm going to be attending in the spring at USC. going to be doing environmental studies, and I just want to thank both Swen and Aiello for everything that they've done for me and for supporting me along the way. Love you guys.
Love you back. Thanks.
Congrats,
Akeem.
Akeem. Next student is Jonathan Gutierrez.
Hi, I wanted to thank both of you, and I'm going to be attending UC Irvine in the fall of this year. And thank you for always pushing me and believing in me in orchestra for all 4 years. And thank you guys.
That's a great background too,
Yeah.
Jonathan.
Yeah, I love that. Congratulations. Diana Hernandez, where are you?
Hi, Swen. Hi, Aiello.
Hi, Diana.
Oh, okay. So, I'm going to American University in DC to study justice and law and to minor in Spanish. And I just want to say, like, thank you guys for everything. Like, I didn't really enjoy orchestra enough. It was actually really fun, regardless of all the hours of practicing. So thank you so much for everything.
Congrats, Diana. Next student is Body Hernandez. Body, are you there? There he is.
Can you hear me?
Yes,
Yeah.
Hi, Body.
Okay. Hi. Okay. So next year I'm going to study computer science at SMC, and later in the future I'm going to try and be a worker at Google or be a game engineer.
Sounds great. And next, Eleanor Hetman.
Hi, okay. I'm attending Wesleyan University in the fall, and I'm going to study history and literature and languages. And I want to say thank you to Swen and Aiello for putting up with me. I know it wasn't always the easiest. I'm so grateful.
Thanks.
Congratulations.
Eleanor. Congratulations.
Our next student is Shoshana Israelovich.
Hi. I'll be studying cello performance at the Cleveland Institute of Music, and I hope to continue on to get my master's. And I want to say thank you to Swen and Aiello and everyone who supported me these past 4 years, and the best cello section this year. I love you all.
Look at Kimia.
Kimia's got a good reaction.
Next, Morgan Jarrow, where are you?
Hi, Swen, I'm here. I will be attending SMC in the fall. I'm going to be studying music education. I want to thank you, Swen, for the last year of great music. I want to thank Aiello for the previous 2 years, and I wish I could have done 4.
Congratulations, Morgan.
Congratulations, Morgan.
Moving on, our next student, Anouk Jufrey.
Hi, I'm going to be going to Barnard College next year, and I'll probably be majoring in English on a pre-medical track. But I'll keep doing music because there's an orchestra there. So thank you guys, and I love you.
Yeah, you have to do music, Anouk. You have to. It's mandatory. Okay, next, Weston Karakesh.
I'm going to be going to Yale next year, and I'm going to be studying physics or something. I want to say thanks, Swen and Aiello, for the last 3 years. It's been really wonderful. And thanks to my parents. And thanks to Steve Dress, who is a baller.
What about your brother?
And thanks to my brother for nepotism.
Congrats, Weston. The next student, Gina Kim. Gina, are you
Hi. Sorry, my sibling woke up. I'm going to be attending UCSB, and the plan is to study sociology and Asian studies. My future aspiration is to become employed. Also, thank you to Swen and Aiello and all my friends for tolerating me. That's really it. Thank you.
Thanks, Gina. Congratulations. And now George Lee.
Hello.
Hi, George.
I am going to study earth science at UCSD. Once again, thank you guys for supporting me through high school.
Thanks, George.
Thanks. Congrats, George. The next student, his sister, who's apparently not in the same room as him, Thatcher Lee.
Hi. Yeah, I will be studying chemistry at Smith next year, and I want to for everything. And orchestra was awesome.
Thanks, Thatcher. Congratulations. Amberly Lynn, are you there, Amberly?
Hi. I'll be studying psychology and fashion at Fordham University.
Fantastic.
Congrats, Amberly. And her sister, Brooklyn. Brooke, are you there?
Hi. I'll be studying visual arts and psychology at Fordham University too.
Great.
Congrats.
Congratulations. Yvonne Liu.
Hi, everyone. Go Bears, so I can open up my own boba shop with Janet Yang. Shout out to her. I would like to thank both of you so much for all the tissues and all like the warm words of encouragement that you gave me during my emotional time. So thank you.
Thanks, Yvonne. Congratulations.
Congrats, Yvonne. The next student is Henry Maldonado. There's Henry.
Hi, Henry.
Hi. I'll be attending SMC and study liberal arts.
Good for you. Good for you. Next, Cambria Martin. Are you there?
Yeah.
Yes. Hi. Congratulations.
Thank you. So I'll be going to Pace University in New York, and I'll be going as undecided for now, but I will most definitely be involved in theater and orchestra there in some capacity. And I just would like to thank all of you guys for all you've done for the orchestras and just having that atmosphere, and even just the students, just like all of us going through it together.
Thank you so much.
Congrats, Cambria. Jesse just texted me. He's back on. Jesse Del Rio, are you there? There he is. I'm not sure if we can hear you. I know Jesse is planning to study kinesiology.
We can see you, Jesse. Yep. We just can't hear you. Okay, maybe we should come back to Jesse after we figure out the technical issues.
The next student, going back in alphabetical order, Grace McFalls.
Hi. In the future, I'm going to be attending Oberlin Conservatory and studying viola. And so hopefully adopting a dog.
Did you say you're going to adopt a dog?
Yeah.
Oh, good. Well, that's great. Okay, next, Sarah Michelin.
Hi.
Hi, Sarah.
Hi, I'm going to be going to Cal Poly Pomona, and I'm going to be studying aerospace engineering.
Great. Congratulations.
That's great. Next student is Ginger Moore.
Hi. So I'm either going to LMU to study music and conducting, or I'm going to St. Mary's on the East Coast to study film. I'm kind of deciding between the two. I'd like to say thank you to Aiello and to Swenson, especially to Aiello for letting me hide in the orchestra room during the pep rallies because it was loud.
Shh, not supposed to tell anybody.
Yeah.
Anyway, just thank you for everything that you've done. You mean a lot to me. Thank you.
Thanks, Ginger. Congratulations. Next, Taylor Mulholland. Are you there, Taylor?
Hi. I'll be studying acting at SMC for a year, and I just wanted to give a huge thank you to Mr. Aiello for supporting me these past 4 years. I really appreciated it.
Thank you, Taylor. Congratulations. The next student is Will Nimoy.
Hello. I'm going to be going to the business school at Georgetown next year, and I want to say thank you to everyone at Orchestra for a great 4 years, and shout out to the viola section. You guys are great. I miss you all.
Great, congratulations, Will. Next is John Ohm. John, are you there? John Ohm. Maybe he's camera shy, I'm not sure.
Yeah. All right, we'll move on. We'll come back to him. Next, Roxy Ong. Roxy. Are you there?
Roxy. Jake, get Roxy.
She's here, Swan. Okay, here.
Okay,
Hi. I plan to study international relations and linguistics at UC San Diego, and in the future, I aspire to be rich. And shout out viola section.
Congratulations, Roxy. Okay, next, Micah Payton. Micah.
Hi. I'm attending Tufts University, and I plan to study computer science. And I want to thank you both for all your work these past 4 years.
Thanks, Micah. You know what I found out? I found out that Tufts University, Lily should know this too, they have a Barnum Hall. Did you know that? On campus, there's a Barnum Hall at Tufts University. I did not know that. So
that's a fun fact.
Yeah, I thought so. Okay.
Congrats, Micah. The next student is Jack Phillips.
Hello.
Hi,
Hey,
Jack.
Hi, guys. How are you?
Good.
I'm going to be going to SMC and studying computer science. And I'd really like to thank Ms. Swenson for encouraging me to start playing bass. I didn't really know what I was getting into, but I'm really happy I did it.
Good.
So, yeah.
Thank you. Thanks, Jack. Congratulations.
Thank you.
And next is O'Hara.
Hi, so next year when I'm at UC Davis, I'll be majoring in cognitive science with an emphasis in neuroscience and a minor in public health. And hopefully one day I'll be a doctor. And I'll also be continuing orchestra in college. And thank you to everyone here for being amazing.
Thanks, O'Hara.
Thanks, O'Hara. Next is Lily Rafat.
Hi, next year I'll be going to UCLA and I'm going to double major in business economics and film and television. I want to thank you, Swen and Aiello, for everything that you guys have done for us. Thank you. And shout out my mom.
Oh, for sure. Yes.
Thank you.
Thank you, Lily. Congratulations. So proud of you.
Thank you.
Congrats. Go Bruins.
And next, Ava Rastakafar.
Hi guys. Next year I'm going to be attending Cal State Long Beach, and I will be studying business management, and I hope to pursue grad school at USC. And I would like to thank Mr. Aiello and Ms. Swenson for putting up with me these past 4 years, and all my classmates for creating fun memories in orchestra. I'll miss you guys.
Congrats, Ava.
You too.
Next is Ella Raziel.
Hello. So I'm going to be studying chemistry and theater at Occidental College. I want to shout out Diana and Sasha, our first period group, and thanks Swen and Aiello for making orchestra possible for us this year.
Thanks, Ella.
Congrats, Ella.
Hayden Roberts, are you there? Hayden? Okay.
Doesn't look
Not
like it.
sure.
Next is JD Russo. JD, are you there? There he is.
Here. Hello. Hi.
Hi, JD.
Next year, I'm going to UC San Diego to study electrical and computer engineering, and thank you guys so much, and thanks my parents, and thanks all of my classmates, and shout out the horn section and Franklin Daly especially. Yeah.
Thanks, JD. Congratulations. And next is Mina Safai Naini. Mina, are you there?
Hi.
Hi, Mina.
In the fall, I'll be studying physics, and hopefully I'll be continuing music and playing the viola, and I hope to get my PhD and become a physicist.
Good for you.
Congrats, Mina.
Thank you.
The next student is Ian Sikwawi.
Thank you so much. Next year, I'm going to go to Cal, and I'm going to study applied math with an emphasis in econ. I want to shout out my family, my parents and my two brothers, and the top 3 seeded bass players.
Great. Thanks, Ian. Congratulations. Next, Sarah Sorensen Ogata. Sarah, oh, look at that background. Congratulations.
Thank you.
See, that's a real background. That's not like fake like mine.
My mommy, but so at Columbia University, I will be studying for a sustainable development degree to pursue either a medical or fashion career while serving as an EMT. Thank you, guys.
Good for you.
Congrats,
Thank you.
Sarah. Next student is Rocco Spano.
Hi, so I'll be at Santa Monica College next year, and I'm still not decided on my major, but I know I'm going to continue studying jazz music and just playing the piano. But also, I'd like to just thank you both so much for welcoming me into orchestra this year.
Congrats,
Wish we had you more than just a year.
Oh, me too.
Next, Lily Stern.
Hi. Next year I'll be attending Tufts and New England Conservatory to study cello performance and probably international relations. And I'd like to thank both of you for a wonderful 4 years of orchestra, and shout out Symphony Cello Section. I love you guys.
Congrats, Lily.
Great teamwork there.
Next student is Tupelo Sullivan.
Hi. I'm going to be studying economics at Columbia University next year. And a big thanks to you two for making orchestra so fun, and shout out to Jake Dreifert, my stand partner for the past 4 years.
That's great. Next is Julia Trevelyan. Julia, where are you?
Hi.
There you are.
Hi. Next year I will be attending Wellesley College, where I will major in biochemistry and pursue a pre-med track, and hopefully also play in the orchestra. Thank you so much to my family, to Ansel, and shout out cello section. Woo!
Congratulations, Julia. The next student, and I'm going to butcher her last name, Carmen Trigvadoter.
Hi.
Hi, Carmen.
Next year, I'm going to be attending Cal Poly SLO, and I'm going to be majoring in liberal studies in math and science. Thank you guys so much.
Thank you. Congratulations. Next, Adam Weissman. Are you here? Okay.
I don't think so. Congratulations, Adam. The next student, Oliver Vasquez. Oliver, are you here?
Hi.
Hi,
I'll be
Oliver.
going to SMC to study early childhood development. I want to give thanks to my family and to my parents, and thanks to both of you for 2 wonderful years.
Thanks, Oliver. Congratulations. And next, Lila Victor.
Hi.
Hi, Lila.
I'm going to be going to Oberlin this fall, where I'm going to audition for the dual degree program for piano performance and then law and society.
Great.
Congrats,
Congratulations.
Lila.
Good for you.
So many of you going to Oberlin. It's great. Next, Alana Villa.
Hi, guys. So I plan on studying political science or sociology at UC Berkeley, but honestly, that'll probably change. I have no idea. And I would like to thank both of you so much for all of your help and support along the way. And I'd like to thank my mom also. So yeah.
Thanks. Congratulations, Alana. Next, we have Elsa Wallace. Elsa, are you there?
Yeah, I will be studying business administration at USC, and I want to say thank you for these past 4 years. Yeah.
Congratulations.
Congrats, Elsa. The next student is Colin Wu.
Hi.
Hi, Colin.
Hi. So next year I will be attending Cornell University. Technically undecided, but I will either be majoring in economics or biology for some sort of pre-med track. And I want to thank you both for 4 incredible years of orchestra. It's really been amazing.
Thanks, Colin. You
Congrats.
made such progress in 4 years. Good for you.
Thank you.
And Rebecca Zhu, are you here, Rebecca? Not sure.
Congratulations, Rebecca. The next student is Janet Yang.
Hi, this fall I will be attending UC Berkeley. I just want to say thank you so much to Swenson and Aiello. I'm gonna miss you guys so much. And like, you just made the last 4 years awesome. And I also wanted to say in the future, I plan on owning 51% of Yvonne's boba shop so I can turn it into a Subway. Thank you. Go Bears.
Congratulations, Janet. Next, Jonathan Yuan.
Hi, it's me again, the one who almost cried. I'm going to Oberlin Conservatory. It's another Oberlin kid studying flute performance. And I'd like to thank anyone and everyone who became one of my many therapists, whether or not I explicitly stated that to them.
Congrats, Jonathan. The next student, Dylan Zhao. Dylan, are you there?
There he
Dylan.
is.
Hi. So hopefully I'll be studying something in STEM for the next couple of years, and maybe I'll play some music along the way. And thank you both of you for the past 4 years and for putting on this event. It's really cool.
Thank you, Dylan.
Congrats.
Congratulations. And next we have Jonathan Zhang.
Hi. So
Hi, Jonathan.
in the fall, I'll be going to UCLA and I'll be majoring in math. I just want to thank you both for wonderful 4 years. Go Bruins.
Congrats.
Thanks. Congratulations.
And our final student, Sasha Zubieta.
Hi.
Hi, Sasha.
Hi, Sasha.
Hi. I'm going to be going to Reed College, and I'm going undecided, so I'll figure out what I want to do. Thank you, Aiello. Thank you, Swen, and shout out to first period Phil.
Thank you, Sasha, and congratulations to all the seniors. You guys made it. These are trying times for multiple reasons, but you've made it, and we can't wait to see what you guys do next. Normally at this point during Senior Gala, we have all the seniors on Barnum stage, which makes for a great group picture. This year, we would like to try and create the opportunity for a great screenshot. So seniors, on Zoom, switch to gallery view so you can see as many people as possible. And cheer, unmute yourself and cheer so that you populate the screen. And parents, if you're watching on a Mac, hit Shift, Command, and the number 3 for a screenshot.
Yeah, some of you have to turn your cameras on.
Turn your cameras on.
Yay!
Yeah.
Okay, Dylan.
Mom, get out! Mom.
The chaos.
Chaos ensues.
All right, congratulations, seniors.
Congrats, seniors.
We are so proud. And now, it's like the Google Beats are so quiet. This is great. I love the noise.
Never
Okay. The next is the big finale. I think I saw Noah Ogata. Yay. All right. So next. Good to Let's see. Great to see everybody. The next thing we're going to do is, like, I know what you've been waiting for. This is the senior slideshow, and I want to thank Gracie McFalls for putting it all together. So here we go, senior slideshow. Thank you everyone for joining us this evening, and congratulations, seniors. Thank you all for a memorable year.
Congratulations, seniors. Thank you to everyone for watching. We hope you have a safe and healthy summer and can't wait to see you again in person sometime soon. Good night, you guys.